What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Double Tigers. You guys know what this is. I have my brother over here, Otaku. What's going on? Some big
What up,
stuff going
bro?
on this week. Some really big things going on this week.
A lot of stuff
The
to talk about for sure.
Yeah, well, the first big thing was this Stan Lee documentary that Stan had nothing to do with. I mean, he's in it, but I'm just saying he had no hearsay on it because he's gone, and then this cat putting it on Kickstarter on top of that. That's what
So,
that's
what are your
what's
thoughts on it?
my thoughts on it is this should not see the light of day at all. Or if it does see the light of day, it should have went to the proper authorities first before anything happened to it because it's this footage is crazy. You know what I mean? That
Yeah,
footage is like seeing this big dude coming running into him. You know what I mean? If you actually watch some of that footage, like that he shows, there's this big burly guy that comes at a kind of runs up to Stan and like just runs right into Stan, like tackle Stan. Like he's 90 something years old. This big dude comes running up to him, and then these other people talking mad smack, saying we're gonna use the shit out of you or something like that. I'm like, and then all this stuff, and I'm like, why are you releasing it now that he's been gone for so long? Now you're releasing it,
yeah,
and then why are you using Kickstarter to try to get kick funded? Because
yeah.
nobody in their right mind wants to freaking fund you for it. He probably went to other studios and stuff, and then all the studios said no.
Well, so yeah, we need to establish some things. Um, the Stanley estate,
Right,
the guardians of his estate,
right,
for the end of Stan's life, they were forcing him to do all these events. Okay, because it was generating money for the estate, right? So
right,
they
right.
were forcing him to do con signings and do book signings and just kind of go across the country and do all these events. The guy is, what, he's in his 80s, right?
No, actually, he was in his 90s. I
He's
think
in
he
his
was in it.
90s. That's
He
crazy.
was
Yeah,
early 90s
early
almost.
90s. And it took a toll on him. And, you see him at these events, he's just kind of like, just scribbling. He's not even signing. He's just scribbling.
Yeah, and he's out of it. And then there was another video where you see where he's at a con walking towards the table, and then this big burly guy comes out of nowhere and just tackles Stan. It's like, what the hell's going on? What's the hell's wrong with you? And then where's the
So
security?
yeah, he was being abused essentially, right? He was being
Yeah,
abused. He's doing things against his will. It's just uh, a case of elder abuse.
right,
And Rob Liefeld is basically defending this documentary filmmaker, saying, "No, this guy actually helped Stan, kind of separated
how
Stan."
is he how is
Well,
that
yeah.
helping? My thing
Well,
is, how was he helping?
I mean, we're just gonna. This is what Rob
Yeah,
was saying. Rob was just saying this guy helped remove Stan from that situation, and Rob was saying he got to see Stan before he passed, like a couple weeks before he passed, and he was like recuperating. He was in good spirits, and he was like in a good situation. But I think Rob is full of shit because he died of exhaustion, essentially, right? Like the guy was doing these cons, and then boom, winter hits, and he dies. He dies
right,
from, again, I think the effects of all that traveling and the exhaustion and the abuse that he faced at these events
yeah,
took a toll on him and it killed him. Okay.
yeah.
I don't think anybody would argue that. And
Nope.
so to give this guy license to put out a documentary on things we already know, we don't need a documentary to tell this. These are known things to us before the documentary. All we're
Right,
seeing now is footage that's reinforcing, yeah, this is indeed how Stan spent
right,
the latter portion of his life. Why would I fund that? And this guy's complicit to it because he was involved in it. I don't
right.
care
And
if he,
then, but everybody's go, oh, he wasn't involved in it. He didn't have a voice. Dude, you have video and you have footage and you have voicemails or whatever of this stuff. You could have freaking took it to the authorities, but instead
Yeah,
of
you could have
taking it
done
to the
more
authorities,
drink. Like, why are you filming him falling asleep in the car and driving him to all these events? You could have stopped that then. Why are you
right?
filming it? Why are you like, cataloging this and then now trying to make a profit off it?
Yeah,
Like you're some kind of person who's
Ma-
concerned.
or some type of martyr.
Yeah, like it's totally like, oh my god, this guy, if you care about Stan, you won't give a dime to this project, and you will slam this guy,
Right.
and just criticize him because
But
the
I
guy
mean,
is
Liefeld should be
part of the problem.
criticized for supporting him in many ways.
Liefeld too. Give Liefeld a piece of your mind because I think Liefeld's full of shit too. So
Yeah, but the biggest thing is Liefeld might be the creator of Deadpool and everything else, but sometimes he doesn't have the right frame of mind. And he brought something up about LCSs or something like that earlier this week too, with the other incident. I forgot what the hell.
Liefeld's just a little shady to begin with. The guy's just shady to begin with, but the fact that he's defending this guy just is
right.
If he really cared about Stan, I know he said he saw Stan a couple weeks before he died, and he doesn't believe that this guy's has anything to do with that, but he's putting all the blame.
Dude, but if you see the footage, if you see some of that footage, he's driving Stan to cons. He's driving Stan to things.
Yeah.
And he's talking to Stan.
Yeah.
So he didn't have nothing to do. So
again, if
he had a hand.
Stan, he would not. I get you want to tell the story and all that, but just tell the story. Don't start a fucking Kickstarter and try to make money off it. That's just so.
Yeah, but my biggest thing is I didn't even look at the tiers to see what we get what you get. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, but it's not even worth the time because my biggest thing is I think he went to other like bigger studios, and other studios actually saw the footage and said we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
No, I mean, first off, this elder abuse thing was public knowledge. Okay,
no, I know that. I'm saying he could have took before he threw it on Kickstarter, he could have took it to like major studios trying to get it released. You know what I mean? I'm thinking that's what happened is that he went to major studios, tried to get it released to be like a Stan Lee biography or whatever it is. You know what I mean? And then nobody wanted people actually saw the footage and said, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, it just makes a guy look bad. Like you're sitting here driving him around to cons and you're concerned, and then you want to show this to people after the fact. Like
that he's gone, but you waited until he
show you the video footage I took of him getting the
how many years has he been gone now? 3, right? 3 or 4, right? Something like that. Stan.
What was that?
How many years has Stan been gone? 3 to 4, right? Something like that.
Yeah, it's been about 3 years.
So so he waited 3 years to release this. He could have released if he wanted the help. He could have released it before.
Yeah. Again, he could have stopped it earlier too.
Right.
The day he started filming and said, "Oh, this is going on," he could have said something.
But I'm just trying to think from his mindset. His mindset was probably saying, "Ooh, this is going to be great footage for later." You know what I mean? Oh, you know what I mean? He kept on filming it.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing is if you had all this video, you could have sent it to the authorities.
He's complicit because think about it, right? He's kind of with Stan, right?
Right.
He's seeing all this abuse happen.
But I'm wondering, was he scared of whoever was controlling the narrative or whatever? I'm wondering if he was scared of the person.
I'm sure he was hired by the estate, right? So he probably was employed by them. Maybe he didn't want to say anything.
Right.
But the fact that he's doing this right now against the estate. What's up, Della man? I just think he's complicit. He didn't have Stan's best interest then. He doesn't have Stan's best interest now. So
Del, what do you think about this Stan Lee autobiography supposedly?
Yeah, let us know what you think. But it's a bunch of
hoo-ha. It's a bunch of
who want to
yeah.
profit off
It's a well.
fans.
Since we're bringing that up, since we're bringing Stan up anyways. If you guys haven't heard about the CGC JSA scandal, now there somebody submitted, what was it, ASM 252, right? That's what it was, right? 10 copies of ASM 252 smudge signature of Stan's.
Okay,
10.
so let's establish something here, okay?
Yeah.
First off, these signatures were certified to have been signed
By JSA.
By JSA, and they're putting the time frame around that whole toward the end of Stan's life. Okay.
Right. So how funny that these 10 books come out and this guy tries to release a biography. Maybe they're connected.
Who knows? But we actually don't know who submitted, who did the submission on these 10 books. But it will come out. It will come out who submitted this. At least the community should be very, I think, interested on.
I mean, but my biggest thing is, if the damn signature is, it looked like somebody took a thumb, took like wrote it normally, and then it looks like they took a thumb and dragged it across it.
So here are my concerns with this whole issue. First off, they're fake signatures.
Right.
And in order to make them more legitimate looking, someone smudged it so that they're trying to impress upon you, oh, this is a signature that Stan did toward the end of his life. And, Stan did a lot of like chicken scratch, just bad signatures. And this is part of that lot, right? It's like, this is just a Stan. So they submitted 10 purposely smudged signatures. There's not one good signature in the lot.
I can understand if there was one good one. Right. They all, yeah. But if I can understand and then the damn grading numbers are sequential though. They like you said.
It's the timing too. Why ASM 252s with the black suit? That's what's trending right now.
Yeah, and then not only that, but like you said, and like the videos that everybody's coming out with says, they looked up the damn cert numbers, and all the cert numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, so
they go all over
the back of these books,
right,
and just approved them all,
right,
gave them the seal of approval. These are all Stan signatures,
right.
So it was a collusion. I think CGC was in collusion with this buyer. Right. They wanted to basically take a bunch of high grade ASM 252s and add more value to them with these fake signatures. And I feel sorry for anybody who purchased one, but
and then they're gonna say, oh, we didn't know about this, or we didn't and that's straight crap, because if you're who's gonna believe you guys when now people are gonna have signatures and you're gonna go to JSA now when you're gonna approve 10 signatures like that?
Yeah,
well,
and then JSA has lost all credibility. And if we are trying to educate the community here,
right,
and give you information on why this is an issue and why you should be concerned and not sending in books, because this is a bunch of really questionable activity.
Yeah, not just activity, just CGC tactics.
Yeah,
because if it's
credibility as a grading company when they do this, they've already lost credibility, right? Like who really trusts CGC with their books these days?
Right,
they're not going to be around soon. I don't know any. I don't know any well-respecting. Like if you're a YouTube creator and you just want to get views and you are trying to you basically are right, and you're just taking books, submitting them so you can flip them, right? There's a lot of people like that, but they're not true collectors, right? They're just resellers. They identify more with selling than they do with collecting. But there are people like that, but I don't know any self-respecting person that would be wanting to use CGC after all this that's been exposed. The only people use CGC,
that's not the only thing that was I mean that they've had a bunch of they had a bunch of scandals. They had the first one that they had was the damn what was it? Was the acetate, the acetate stuff. The
That was
acetate was the first. Yeah, acetate was the first one, and then freaking
taking the books out and putting
right,
other books in.
right.
That's
That
the
was
biggest one.
yeah,
Because that's the biggest one. Because now when you see a slab, you don't know if that's the book in there.
right.
And
Yeah, if that's the original book or not.
There's no way to tell.
Right, and then you send off your book, and then if you don't take pictures of your book,
they didn't really
and then you get a lower grade. If you know, if you know yours was a 9, whatever, and you get back a 8, you're gonna be like, what the hell?
Well, I just want to emphasize they didn't fix the. I think they made the inner well a little bit more like sturdy, but that in effect created Bengate, which is the other
right
scandal, right? So it's like all the stuff they've done to try to mitigate that big issue of like, hey, we can't guarantee that the book in our slabs is the book the original book that got graded. That's a huge red flag right there. Huge red flag. And again, I don't know if you think grading is something you want to do for your collection, then do it with CBCS. CBCS does not have the level.
Not as many. I mean, they still got some, but they're not as many.
Yeah, they got issues. But nothing to this scale. Nothing to this scale.
Right.
There's no quality control at CGC. Okay. The fact that they want to sell you on like we have good quality control with our grading protocol. No,
no, I mean, not only that, but if they're going to high school career fairs, that's already a red flag.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
They laid a bunch of people off, right?
Yeah.
They laid a bunch of people off because they are not earning as much revenue.
Well, they deservingly so, because look at what the hell is happening, man. It's like then you go into jail, then we're getting signatures authenticated, and you guys can't even authenticate signatures the right way. Freaking, you get 10 signatures that are smudged out of hell, and still say they're Stan signatures. You can see there's an S there, but you can't see. It looks like somebody took a thumb and went.
Well, let's just call them what they are. They're fake signatures.
Yeah.
Somebody has a pretty good, like Stan Lee, copy signature, but they just went the extra mile to make it look like, oh, this is a senior. This is one of those Stan Lee sleep at the wheel kind of signatures. So they're going to smudge it to kind of legitimize that, and then CGC goes and approves all these like bogus signatures essentially, which is again.
And then they graded it down the line like 1, 2, like
they did 10
all the way up to 10
smudge signatures in a row.
Yeah, so it's like grade. They did, and then so they didn't, so they just put, so they probably would just spread out all 10 books in front of the whoever graded it.
Maybe the grader did it. Who knows? There's just no way to verify this, but it's just shady and it's messed up, just like the whole Stan situation, and it's sad. I'm sad for that.
I mean, it's a double edge. It's pretty much, it's like this guy tries to come out with a Stan thing, and then this ASM thing comes popping up out right after, or right before, or whatever. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like something's up.
Well, I think this is a horrible way to say it, but we fans killed him. I'd sometimes feel like it was the fans that killed him. Right. The fact that you wanted to Stan Lee's signature so badly, you waited in line several hours, but you made the guy work all day so that you could have a Stan Lee signature. Like, it's like at some point you have to point the finger at yourself.
Yeah, but not only that, but see, all older creators don't have as good as creators now do. You know what I mean? All the older creators, like Perez, all those guys didn't have it. I mean, they had, they were good, but with the way I'm saying it, they didn't have it where they could have better benefits or whatever of you know what I mean. It's like they had to work to survive. You know what I mean? It's like
True. I don't think Stan had to work to survive.
no,
but
I'm just saying.
really
But
his
I'm
estate.
saying
Yeah,
all,
his estate was-
all the older creators don't have it as easy as the new. If it wasn't for the older creators, these newer creators wouldn't be in the boat are in now, because they got mistreated, and then that's the whole reason, you know, all this all this
You remember
happened.
when Perez was going to do a CGC signing? Remember?
Yeah, and then he backed out.
He backed out, and what did CGC do? They gave refunds,
Right.
and no love lost. Right? We all still love George Perez, but he was taking care of his health.
Right.
And, no one's going to fault him for that. So
nope.
I know as a fan, you know, like if I had gotten a smudge signature, I wouldn't feel good about it. I really wouldn't. You get just knowing what we know.
Yeah.
Like if I have a CGC like 9.6 ASM 252 signed by San CGC, but it looks like he did this, I would not feel good about that signature.
Yeah, nobody would feel good for having a smudge or having any type of signature that's smudged. Yeah, and then they still graded a 9.8. You know what I mean? Not counting the signature being smudged, you know, or whatever it is. But I just think it's ridiculous, man. It's like a lot of this stuff.
Hobby can be it can be very questionable, right?
Yeah.
Like, what is it worth to own a thing?
Right.
Is it worth, you know, exploiting older adults? Because that's exactly what happened in that scenario. And even the whole CGC thing, like if you're a seller,
right,
and you have no qualms about faking signatures and sending them into CGC to get them verified, and then you sell them for like thousands of dollars, like, you know, have you no shame, or, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like the fact that these kinds of things happen in our hobby and that people get taken advantage of, it's really unfortunate, you know. And but we see signs of this all throughout our hobby, and it's really sad and unfortunate. That's all I can really say about that. It's just
right. It's not good. None of this stuff is great. And then none of this is good anyways.
See, I have a San signature. Okay.
But
I actually, there's video of Stan when he signed this book. The day he signed it, it was at a air show.
Right.
He loves flying. Stan loves flying. And that day, Stan was like being your typical Stan. You know, he's at the mic, he's cracking jokes. It's a beautiful day. And it's basically a scholarship for young pilots.
Right.
That's the event that he's attending. And he got to speak at this event. And then he went and signed books for his fans. And look at this beautiful Stan Lee signature. That's a beautiful Stan Lee signature right there.
Right.
Right. But that's again, the fact that kind of adoration from the public is what really drove people. Just want to meet him. People want a book signed by him. And I get the desire to do that, but that's ultimately what led to all the abuse. So it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's happened. But as long as as long as this Kickstarter doesn't get funded, I'll be happy. But if it does, and he doesn't accept all the money that he gets and donates it to some type of charity, I'll be more, you know what I mean? That'd be the other thing, man. If he does get funded, what is he gonna do with this money? Is he gonna, that's what I want to know is what the hell is he gonna do with it? Is he gonna? I know the film's gonna get released, but what is he gonna do? You know what I mean? Is he? That's what I'm trying to figure out is what this guy's gonna do with it. All this, if it gets, if any of that stuff happens.
I think if he really cares about Sand, he wouldn't move forward with this.
Yeah, but he has it up on Kickstarter, so so that's what I'm trying to figure out is, well, what the hell is he? But if he's getting all this publicity for it, bad or good, you know what I mean?
I see a lot of the comments. A lot of the comments are really hostile toward the guy. So
right. I hope it doesn't get. My biggest thing, I hope it doesn't get funded. But if it does, what's going to happen? That's what my biggest thing. I know it might not, but what if it does happen? And it does get funded.
Well, I'm not going to go see it.
Right. Support it at all. But I'm just curious if it does, what's going to happen? What is this guy gonna? Where's this money? I know the money's going to get to
he's going to make some money off of it. That's what's going to happen, right?
Right.
And again, he's fine. He's still exploiting Sand. He's exploiting the name, right?
Right.
And exploiting the situation. So I see the
3 years, yeah, and then plus it's already kind of fishy already that he waited 3 years before releasing it.
Yeah,
it's already, but it's like
it looks like a douche too.
with the long hair and all that other stuff. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not the hair that I have issue with, but the guy just looks shady, right?
Right.
He doesn't look like he had Stan's
cares. Yeah.
When he was with him. So.
And then Rob goes, "Oh yeah, I saw him dude. I understand you saw him in the last days or whatever it is. Anybody on is going to be happy, whatever. But my biggest thing is, you see the footage. You already seen the footage. You should already be upset at the footage, not trying to help the guy at all. Why?
Yeah.
Why? So my biggest thing, why is Rob trying to help the guy in the first place? So does he have does he have a stake in it?
Maybe he does.
Yeah, man. My biggest thing, do you have a stake in this? That's my biggest thing. It's like, why are you trying to say, hey, and then this and hey that? Oh, this guy just got staying out of it. Bullshit that he got him out of it. He got this much footage.
Yeah,
dude, that's a lot of footage too, man. It's not like 45 minutes of footage. It's like a couple of hours of footage, like at different cons. People,
it's like he was taking this footage, but anybody who was there with if you're a fan standing in line, you can see it.
Right.
If you're a fan standing in line, you can see that Stan's been there 17 hours signing books, and with no water or no breaks or no, he's just got his diaper on and he's just sitting there signing books, sitting in his dirty diaper. Like no one wants to see that, right? And you didn't say, as a fan, you didn't say anything. As a public, all the people around him weren't saying anything. It's like, at what point is the guy supposed to speak out for himself?
And nobody cared, man. It's like nobody cared.
You just wanted your freaking signature. Like at some point, you got to point the finger at yourself and not point fingers at other people. It's like, and that's the
because you guys wanted his signature.
Yeah, this dude is just like, oh no, I was just taking the videos, right? I was just taking the videos. It wasn't me abusing him. No, but everybody in that whole situation.
Yeah, but it's not you abusing him, but you're the one. You're the one filming it.
You're the one filming it. You're complicit, man.
Yeah, I mean,
you should feel guilty, not like
not trying to make money right now. 3 years later,
and stand out after he's gone, right?
Yeah, after 3 years later, he's gone. Stan's gone. So that money's going to your pocket, not Stan's.
When he was alive. Nope. So
yeah, so
All right, let's
So
not depress ourselves with this
nah, it's not.
like
But
enraging topic. What else? Sadie Sink, we got to talk about her.
say, what the hell happened with Sadie Sink again? I forget.
Yeah, she's the Stranger Things actress.
Oh yeah.
And she's a part of the Spider-Man 4 cast.
So we don't know what she is.
Speculating, is she playing like the new Black Widow? Is she playing the new Mary Jane? Is she playing the new Phoenix? Jean Grey. And a lot
Yeah,
of people
I'm
are
wondering.
speculating.
I mean, if she, I'm think maybe MJ. I have a
I'm
feeling
thinking
maybe
MJ.
MJ.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm thinking MJ too.
I think you just got to go with MJ, right? She's a
Because
redhead.
yeah,
She's
because Zendaya is supposed to be MJ.
Yeah, and they did go out of Marvel did go out of their way to establish that Zendaya was not the Mary Jane, from the timeline, right? From the
right.
Peter Parker timeline, it was a different MJ. So
maybe so maybe she's the actual MJ.
the actual MJ, right?
Right.
So
maybe she's the actual MJ, and then but Zendaya's like Michelle or whatever they're gonna say.
I wouldn't be surprised if they introduced a new Peter Parker too. Like they just replaced Tom Holland.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. So
yeah, wouldn't be, I mean, or in 4 saying it's an alternate timeline or whatever, or because everybody doesn't remember Peter, so so they could put another actor as Peter.
Yeah.
And
I think Zendaya and Tom Holland came out and said they don't want to do movies anymore soon, right? They said something to the effect like, we want to retire and just enjoy life. We're sick of doing new movies. So this is part of the reason why, I don't think Marvel can bank on Tom Holland to be in too many more films.
Right.
So who knows what's going to happen with him and the franchise, but a lot of things in motion right now.
Right. And don't forget it's that Secret Wars thing's coming up soon too. So they could just knock him off and have somebody else replace him. So
speaking of Secret Wars, it's apparently a 3-hour movie.
Not surprising. Not surprising. Just don't drink no soda and don't eat no popcorn because you don't want to go to pee in the middle of the movie.
Yeah, go pee before
or just wear the Depends or wear a diaper. But if it's a 3-hour movie, it's gonna be. Or I mean, what was it? Infinity War and all that stuff was like about 2 hours, something like that. They cut it down a little, but it would have been so 2 hours. But if you think about it, both movies together is like 4 hours. Both halves. You know what I mean?
I'm just dying to see who they're going to cast as Wolverine. Right?
Yeah.
Who's going to be the new Wolverine?
Yeah. Then but I'm like, it's going to be a lot of. It's going to be a lot of Starkest do a God Emperor. It looks like he's going to be God Emperor Doom, so that's going to be interesting. The outfit looks like.
People were saying that she might be Firestar.
Which yeah.
That'd be cool.
I can see it.
Yeah.
And then maybe Iceman or something comes into this one. So the Spider Friends
right there, the mutants right there.
Yeah, and then Spider Friends, Spider-Man and Friends or something like that.
Love to see the Spider Friends.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. That could be. I mean, everybody's just guessing, and then all these books that they're guessing about are gonna end up on the hot list. all these damn books they're guessing about is gonna end up on the hot list. Oh, Firestar, Black Cat, or MJ's first appearances. I mean, all those books are already expensive, but now they're gonna end up on the list again, saying more expensive. But let's see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
More momentum is building around Batman Hush. And
Yeah.
Jim Lee is putting out an exclusive, shop exclusive. And apparently they're going to sign these shop exclusives, I think, somewhere in like New York or something. Him and Alex Sinclair.
You're gonna try to get one?
I want one so bad, but I mean, they're already charging what, like $100 for these copies. I just don't have the money. I'd love to get one. But yeah, they aren't even, you know, it's a signing event. So basically CGC is doing it. I think CGC is like sponsoring. If you want to submit, right, you're going to get a book from the signing and you want to submit something. They're doing all these like signature events at CGC, at a comic book shop, like together. It's like this huge thing where Jim and Scott Williams and Alex Sinclair are going to be signing books all day. So there's a bunch of things happening around Hush, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's good, but I don't think I'll be able to partake in any of it. So it's just depressing. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like all these like cool stuff that's coming out, and I can't buy or do anything with it. So it's pretty sad.
It is, but what Hush and there's all that stuff coming out about Hush, all the
CGC signature stuff.
Yeah, CGC.
They do that event like once a year. Jim, Scott, and Alex. They do a signing event, and it gets so many. You know what I mean? Like they're signing like thousands of books. So it's crazy.
Yeah. That's the same thing like when it was Todd at the event. It was a bunch of
Todd spent like 5 days at CGC just signing. Like every day he'd come in, sign books all day, and then go back to his hotel. So that's crazy that he's getting that kind of volume.
Yeah, but if you saw what his line looked at MegaCon, he wasn't even with the comic book artist. They put him with the movie stars area. That's where he was at. Like where like the Stranger Things people were at, where all those that's where his line. That's how many people were in his line that they needed. So it wrapped around, and then it had a curtain around it or something like that, where you couldn't even see him.
Yeah, he's big time.
Yeah, so sure. I mean, but that's
what does Todd charge for his signature? Is it free still?
No, I think it was like a raffle ticket or something like that this time around.
Ticket, jeez.
Yeah, had to get a raffle ticket this time. It wasn't free no more. You had to get a raffle ticket, and I think it was 2 items, and he wasn't taking no pictures or something like that, and some other stuff, and yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, it was interesting.
So apparently you got like tell the people what you got recently.
Oh yeah, I just picked up a Ali Garza sketch, Vampy Ali Garza sketch. So that's going to be interesting.
Show the Ali Garza's page so people get a sense of what his artwork looks like.
Let me find him real quick. Let me find his information real quick.
So, and how much did you pay for this?
Only charges $2, but I saw that he was on Whatnot, and he was charging $100 for a sketch. So $100 less.
$100 less is half off. Yeah, that's good. This guy does good vampy stuff. I'm assuming that's why you got him to the commission.
No, I've seen his art before. Let's see images.
Does he do a good Psylocke?
He does a lot. He does decent. I like his art.
Signed Psylocke print.
Yeah, so he's done. Hold on, I'll pull up
Vampy. Original art. No, I think it's a signed print.
Yeah, hold on. View. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean that's a really good. Because usually people sell their prints for like $30. So if you're getting original art for $100,
well, it's on the sketch. It's on a sketch cover. It's on a sketch cover. So
it's a sketch cover. Okay.
Yeah, it's a sketch cover. It's a sketch cover. So, but
still,
that's But Garza's are. I like his stuff. He was charging $2 for a color sketch. So this is hold on, let me share the screen real quick. Shit. Image. Yeah, there we go. That's the Black Cat he did.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's the style but mine's just a pencil sketch of it. So it's something. It's not. This was he was charging $2 for, like a color sketch. So most of his stuff, like his Booster Gold, this would be what he was charging on his thing was $200. So yeah, stuff like that. And here's a Vampy that he's done. Yeah. So I'm excited to see. So I had him do with Wings Out. So it's gonna be exciting. Yeah.
And it was he said naughty or nice, and you said naughty.
Yeah, I pretty much said naughty. So yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty much what the Ali Garza's. Well, I'm excited to see what it's gonna actually look like.
Me too. I mean,
yeah, I'm excited to see what it's gonna actually look like. I didn't see him sketch it yet, so but he had some people buy like the $400 sketch, so like 2 characters. So some people bought like 2 of them.
Yeah. Oh, Delaman got a copy too?
No, well, he likes the discount I got.
Discount?
We like discounts. Yeah, it was because normally he charges $200 at a con for a black and just for a pencil sketch, and he was charging only $100 on Whatnot. So I'm like, it's only $100, and it's Vampy cover. I'm like, I picked the Vampy Dead Flower, so I picked up Sarah's cover. So I have he do the sketch, and then he's doing the sketch of the of Faces by Rachie. So the cosplayer, she was there. So they go, you wanted to do it at the likeness of her? I go, why not? So she signed it, and he's gonna sign it. So, and then I'm gonna probably have Sarah sign it because it's Sarah's book. So 3 signatures on it. So it's gonna be fun to see. I want to see if it's gonna just be a bust of her with her wings out and her boobs out or whatever. But I'm curious to see what he's gonna do with mine, to see if it's just gonna be like her wings out and then just front like front facing, just her front facing you and just her wings out. Because all I said was I wanted Vampy with her wings out because I hardly see any covers with her wings completely out. So it's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if it's the wings that if she's gonna have wings out and tits or whatever or wings and some other stuff. Because I just told him Vampy with wings up.
Maybe she's in like the showing her backside.
Yeah.
Wings out with her, and she's like showing her butt off or something.
Yeah. It'd be funny. I'm curious to see what this thing's gonna look like. So I'm excited to actually get this thing in there.
Yeah, I'm excited for you, man.
Yeah. I don't.
All right, what else was that?
Not much, man. But what else do I got? I got this one a couple of weeks ago. It's just a fun cover, but it's a Kickstarter cover. I haven't actually got a chance to read it yet. Just because it's a Raichi cover or a Faces by Raichi cover. I don't remember if I shared it with you guys yet or not. So hold on. Yeah, I am. This one. Of her as a pirate.
Oh dang!
Yeah.
Is that a photo cover?
Yeah, it's a photo cover.
Oh man, that's risque, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, the octopus is in the way, but yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a I think it's like a swimsuit issue or something like that, or of the character of these guys that did it. But it's a decent book. So yeah, it was a Kickstarter of the guy's name was Jeff. I forget the guy's name. Jeff something. Same thing like mine, but a little different.
This book's not. You see it now?
Not as risk.
There we go.
Not as risque. So, what's your recommendation?
Oh, my book of the week. Oh yeah. So
book of the week.
We decided. Jeff and I decided not to do 3 books each week, but just pare it down to a book of the week, just a 1 book each.
Yeah, it's a pain in the butt to find 3 books.
Yeah.
every week, and then it's a pain in the butt to put it back.
Right. So just do 1 book. That was your book for the week?
Yeah, that was my book for the week. That's the closest book I had.
Again, I think the Sadie Sink is going to play MJ in this movie. That's just my personal opinion. So, in honor of MJ, I'm going to show off first MJ Mary Jane cover, ASM 59. Nice. Beautiful John Romita Sr. book here. Classic Romita art. And what's special about this book is Metarog kind of cleaned and pressed this book for me a couple years ago. And I mean, it looks so much better now. Like, it really looks like a great book, right? But before, there was like staining here. The staple was like detached and everything, and he just really flattened it and pressed it, and it looks beautiful. So thanks to Roger for this. And what's cool is I just sent Roger more books. So if you've been watching my channel, you'll know I went on live with Roger 2 days ago. Or no, was it yesterday? No, it was 2 days ago. 2 days ago we went on live, and we went over books because I was going to send him about 4 to 5 books for him to work on.
Right.
And he does this just out of the goodness of his heart. He's really taught me a lot about cleaning and pressing and what to kind of like, because I want to do that moving forward and get better at it. But he's really provided a lot of good initial, like how to get started, what to focus on. And he's also come up with some very innovative techniques that I think no one else in the community is really doing, but he's kind of developed these skills and techniques. So we kind of always check in. But yeah, I just sent him 5 books to this morning, earlier today at the post office. I sent it to him. So he's going to get those books and he's going to do his magic and then send them back to me. So yeah, stay tuned to my channel. We're going to walk through that process, and we'll see the before and after effects, improvements. And I'm just really excited. They're like 5 books that are really key books in my collection, but don't look great. They're kind of like mid to low grade books, but all have potential to really get a really significant bump up in grade. Not that I'm going to submit them to CGC, but what I'm saying is an improvement in terms of presentation and just, like that first impression. there's 2 books in particular that would go from like low grade to potentially like fine, and there's one that's low grade that could potentially go up to all the way up to very fine. Roger and I are thinking like, yeah, this is like a 4.035 that could go all the way to an 8.0. So that's kind of exciting. So just stay tuned, and we'll go over that when it's ready.
No, I was just looking up at Ali Garza Vampy covers. I was curious.
Sure.
But he's done. He's done a couple. He's done a couple. It's just I just got to find Garza on here. Oh, there he goes. Ali Garza. Yeah, he's done Vampy from. Yeah, so he's done. Looks like he's done Vampirella, Kato, Jennifer Blood, and Fathom. He's done Fathoms before, and he's done Zombie Tramp and some other stuff. Cool. So that's cool. So that's going to be fun to see and actually get this cover and see what it looks like. I'm excited. I'm excited for this. But that's pretty much what we got going on and all the news we got, man. So we don't got much. Yeah. And that's Stan Lee. Yeah.
Rest in peace, Stan the man.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's all we got going on. So what you got going on this week? Anything?
Nothing. Again, the thing I'm tracking most is making sure my books get to Roger. He's going to start working on it. I think he'll probably get them in a couple days. So come Thursday, Friday, we're probably going to hop on and go over what his approach for each book is going to be. And then he's going to work on them and then send them back. And then when I get them back, we're going to go over the results and talk about his process. So it's a real fun series. I just love doing it with him. And we should probably see that turnaround in 2 to 3 weeks. So stay tuned.
All right. And then
what's going on with you, man?
Not got much going on right now, but I got some feelers out, some interviews coming up soon. So we'll be I'll keep you guys on the hook. It's going to be a couple cosplayers, so yeah, at least one we know for next month. I know that for sure. Mm-hmm. I just don't know what day next month, but I know it's sometime next month. And then I'm working on some other ones. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got going on, and then working on some other stuff and this Ali Garza sketch coming. So that's pretty much what I got going on, but not much. But that's all we got, guys. We'll check you guys next week. We'll see you later.
Thanks for coming by, man.
See you guys later.